Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for being here with me today. So I am Lou of Lougee's Angelic Connections, and this is today's guidance message. Okay, so going into my intuition, there's quite a fresh filter today. It's like starting something new. Now, I woke up this morning, I had plans. I'd been thinking about going forward with something, but I've been umming and ahhing as we do. Do we do it? Do we not do it? Not really trusting myself to make that decision. And I woke up this morning thinking that I had missed the deadline, and it sent me into a panic. So it confirmed to me that yes, I do need to be doing this. So I've got up and I've paid for it, and I am going for it. I'm not going to let myself hold myself back anymore, let my past hold me back, let circumstances around me hold me back. This is about me committing to myself, to better myself, to do something that can not only help me, but it will help everyone around me too. So if you are delaying things and you're umming and ahhing about it, it's time to really decide, how would you feel if you missed that opportunity right now? If for some reason this opportunity, what is sat there offering itself to you on a plate, is suddenly withdrawn from you and you can't do it anymore, how would you feel? Okay, take that as your guide for anything that you are deciding at this moment. Just think, if that offer was taken away, how would you feel? Okay, so I have been drawn to my Goddesses and Sirens deck. So I'm just going to be pulling one card today. I'm going to call in my angels, guides, keepers of the light, and the beautiful goddesses and sirens. Please guide me at this time. Which one message above all messages is in the highest good for us all to receive today? What one message above all messages? Okay, so let's see what we get. Whoop. Quite easy there. Artemis, individuation. Okay, I had to look at that again because that was quite, you don't normally see that word on a card. It's individuation. It's not really a word I use very often, to be quite honest. Let's have a look in the book. Let's have a look. What have we got? I think I'm just feeling that it is to do with you being your individual self and trusting yourself and going with what you can to develop your individuality. What I'm actually using, what I'm going for, is something that will make me quite unique. It will really center me into my heart, and it will improve me and make me be my best. And I feel that this is probably along the lines of that. Don't worry about being what other people want you to be. Don't worry about if you're doing something a bit out there, as the majority of people within the world would see it. So we have Artemis. I will hold her there so you can have a look at her. And it is Artemis, individuation. It is wonderful to be alone and to be able to do as one pleases. Independence is a gift. It is time to create your own life, run your own race, the time to come for focus. Okay, so the Greek god Zeus and his wife, the goddess Hera. The Greek goddess Zeus has a wife, the goddess Hera. But to put it mildly, Zeus isn't the most faithful of men. One of his many conquests was a heavenly beauty called Leto, who became pregnant. In her rage, Hera decided to kill Leto, but Leto, understanding the extreme danger, transformed herself into a quail and fled to the island of Delos, where she lay hiding under a tree and gave birth to twins. The first was Artemis, who then assisted with the birth of her twin brother Apollo. This is our first glimpse of the independent and capable spirit of the goddess Artemis, strong and beautiful. Her aim with the bow unmatched. Known for her bravery, she grew into a formidable huntress who ran free in the forest. Speaking with her father about her future, she begged him to allow her to never marry and to remain free of the confines of a home, to live wildly in the forests with just animals for company. Zeus was moved by his daughter's authentic and stark admission and granted her the unusual wish. A goddess of animals and of the forest, Artemis received the finest hounds from the god Pan, dogs chosen for their unmatched abilities to bring down lions, catch the swiftest hares, and find the lairs of stags. Artemis went on to live an adventurous, brave, and at times violent life. Many stories described her as assisting women in childbirth, as she did for her mother, and yet she also takes lives with her swift bow and painless arrow. Although a huntress, she punishes other hunters who kill mercilessly. Sorry about that. And without regard for the honour of their prey. Artemis is a moon goddess who inspires women in particular to live an authentic life. She encourages us to live the lives we truly desire, even if it is somewhat different from others. She asks that we distinguish ourselves as beings completely separate from our parents, our siblings, and our friends. She asks that we know ourselves, act upon that knowledge, and in those sometimes frightening moments, be able to experience true freedom. As a deity of wild places, she encourages us to stretch our boundaries and go to levels we may not always feel comfortable going, whether that is physical or mentally. Her duality is also interesting. She helps both bring life and death. She is a protectress and a huntress, and she believes in mercy, but at times acts without it. Artemis demonstrates to us that we can choose to do anything we wish, even if these things seem contradictory. When Artemis comes into our lives, we know we need to be our independent, individual selves, no matter what others think. The shadow side is sometimes maintaining a fierce independence can mean we exclude people and opportunities. If we hold ourselves apart from others, we may not be as empathic as we could be. We also may forget that to have true balance, we need to maintain both the masculine and feminine energies within us. Should we distance ourselves too much from one or the other, we may not forgive the transgressions from the opposite sex easily. It's important that we stay true to who we are without being too separate from others. Her symbols are the bow and arrow, arrowhead, moon, hounds, deer, and animals. Okay, so that is really interesting that she has actually come up at this time. Firstly, for the meaning, because it is about following your individuality. It's about being your true self, regardless of what other people think, following where your heart is leading you, even if it's not what other people would be doing for themselves. But she's also the moon goddess, and we do have that full moon in Sagittarius with the lunar eclipse this week. It's actually 2 days' time. So yes, very interesting that she has come up. It could be that the moon energies are starting to pull us in now. Be your individual self. It's all about releasing the past and moving into the new. So that is your message today. I hope it has resonated. If it has, please give me a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe. Regardless of whether you do or not, I will be back tomorrow with another card for you. So you take care until then. Bye-bye.